Hello everyone, this is my last journal entry and this time it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be talking about the process rather than the contents. I'm going to speak about mainly three different processes that took place in this term. The first of them is the process of learning a language, that it is English. The second process is the process of learning how to teach a different language, and the third process, it is my own process during this term, or these different processes. About the first process, and that was learning a different language, I could say that I have realized that it is not a linear process. You can't have different alternatives to learn or to achieve a goal that it is to learn a language. And for example, the books from Cambridge and Oxford, for example, have a order of the subjects, or for example passive voice, then comes, I don't know, different tenses and are specified order. In this, as the process it is not linear, I, for example, last week needed to use passive voice and reported speech. So when that need came to me, or when I developed that need, I looked for the information and then I learned that a specific part of the language. So you don't have to know something specific in order to learn more things about the language. There's sometimes you certainly do, you need to have that knowledge, previous knowledge, but I think it is not necessary. You can learn present and then future and past, or past, future, present. And as in this process, when you have the need, or when you need to use some grammatical structure, you're going to look for it, and as you are feeling or fulfilling a need, I think the learning process it is more strong, and you really attach to that knowledge that you have incorporated. Other thing about the learning process, it is that we saw units that were like really related with us. For example, culture, identity, social movement, and now education. And it is not like having those units that are like the airport or let's go shopping, that are really shallow and do not make you have any critical thought about it. But as we are related with that, the process of learning a language, it is more deep, I could say. Moving on with the process of learning how to teach the language, I have come to realize that you don't have to have the same attitude or the same process, or I don't know, every time. Classes have been really different one to another, and it is not just that we have 5 different teachers, but that each teacher have different modalities, or do different things in all the classes. So one week we can do this activity, and the next one we could do a different one, and it is not always doing the same thing. And I think that helped the student to really want, or to develop that that they want to learn actually the language. And lastly, to talk about my own process of being here in this in the middle of these two processes. I think at the beginning it was like a little bit complicated, because mainly it was really different to what the modality that we had at school or at the British Institute, for instance. But I think I really um, get the point in here. I mean, what is really the important thing? And I don't know, I think I like this process, and I realized that this is really what I wanted to do. At the beginning I was not so sure about, is this what I want to do? I really liked English, but I wasn't quite sure about teaching English. But through the process I think I have come to the conclusion that I really do want to be an English teacher, and it is like I really like it, and I'm looking forward to have more subjects that get me closer to the reality of actually teaching English. So I think I could say that those are the three processes. Obviously, it is not the same for everyone, as it is how you interpretate the situation, but at least for me it was that way. So I think that's all I have to say for now. It's been a good semester, I could say. So really looking forward for the next one. So bye.